Hey, what's up, guys? This is a replay of a live video. If you happen to be watching this sometime in the future, I wanted to give you a heads up that you may see some shaky cam, you may see some just random unedited footage here that you're not normally used to seeing. So anyway, so we're gonna wait here a little bit and let some people join. So I was just bringing the laptop up so I could. Let me turn the volume down. See the stream and all. And if you guys could hit the like button for me, I'd appreciate that. So some of you that watch the videos know that I'm in Corsicana, which is about 50 miles south of Dallas, so just off of I-45, between Dallas and Houston, but closer to Dallas. So yesterday it rained here all day long, and it just came a slow, kind of drizzle. And some of you guys know that I have issues with water in the shop when it rains a lot, and the town that I live in or live near is kind of prone to flooding easily because the best I can tell and what I've heard from talking to people around here, we're not really in that low lying of an area, but the irrigation and the ditches and just the road construction and all is not maintained well enough. So I even see it here, when water builds up and runs into the ditches don't run. The ditches don't flow down the roads into the nearest lake or stream or whatever. They just fill up. And again, I think that's from the improper engineering and improper maintenance. But anyway, guys are asking how far I am from the eye. Like I said, I'm in Corsicana, which is about 50 miles south of Dallas, downtown Dallas, and it's about 2.5 hours from Houston. And but if you look how big the storm is, the outer band of the storm kind of comes up near where I am. So far yesterday, again, I just said this a minute ago, but I'll repeat it for those of you that didn't hear it, because I know this being a live stream, people are joining all the time. It rained here all day yesterday, but it was just a drizzle. And yeah, Houston, we have a problem. But anyway, I'll just pan the camera around. I mean, other than me needing to cut the grass out here, and I'm gonna need to cut it more, but nothing's really flooded here where I am. You guys that watch the channel all the time, you know about the barn there and how that floods around it. And our main area of flooding, let me tilt the camera down a little bit, normally is like right in here. It'll really kind of water will stand there. And but anyway, I'll keep going on around. Hopefully you're getting a good angle of it. So we're back around to the shop. You can see the shop's good, no issues. And so the forecast here where I am is a little bit of rain, 20-30% chance of rain the next few days. No real wind issues. I mean, I think it's like 15-20 miles an hour. But for Dallas, we get that kind of wind all the time here. I don't know if people that haven't been to Dallas or North Texas in general, it's windy. It's they always say about Chicago being the windy city. I used to have to travel a lot to Chicago for when I was in IT, and Dallas is way windier than Chicago, at least from my experience. Especially in the winter, spring, and fall. The summer, the dead of summer like it is now, it's normally not that windy here. But anyway, so we're hanging in there good. Let me just, I was going to look at the comments and see what people are saying. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm just, thought I'd give an update on that. I've been trying to make a live stream video 2 days a week just to kind of give, just to go live, hey, we're live. And there's Fireman 164, Roger chiming in there. But so for people that are joining, we just got rain here all day yesterday. A light drizzle. It didn't really, do anything major. And it's extremely calm here today so far. And I think we're only going to get a 20% chance of rain. But next Wednesday or Thursday, it's next Wednesday or Thursday, we're supposed to get a lot of rain and some storms, and you know how these hurricanes can spawn off tornadoes, so that could pop up at any time. But anyway, so there's Mr. Fireman being gay, on a live stream, and I wouldn't expect any less, because I watch quite a few of his videos, and I see a lot of man love going on over there. So anyway. I'm not going to show you the paint booth. I've made some progress on it and it's coming along nicely. If you guys watch the video on the welder extension cords that I made and put up, I think yesterday, you'll see that where I welded the purlins in. But I'm not gonna make any more videos on the paint booth because I've signed up with a website that they've asked me to make exclusive videos for. So there's going to be a whole series of videos on the paint booth. A little bit of stuff you guys have already seen, but in a more edited format, part 1, part 2, part 3, so you can kind of see it come together. And the first video is up and available for them. But they're not ready to take it live yet. They're putting a new skin on the channel, or on the it's a web forum thing, so there'll be let me get my hand off the camera. So there'll be a basically a web forum, and there'll be a projects area, and my paint booth videos will show up in there. They'll be linked from YouTube. They'll be on YouTube, but not accessible from YouTube, if that makes any sense. If you guys that put up YouTube videos, when you upload a video, you can tell it to go public, or you can make it unlisted, or you can make it private. These videos will all be private, and the only way you'll be able to see them is through this website. And it's just something I'm trying to do to help them get traffic to the site, and I think it will allow for more discussion, because one of the things that happens, even like these live stream videos, lots of good comments come through. Yes, there'll be links to it, and I'm not selling out. It's I'm not making any money off of it, honestly. It's to try to build an online community that someday, sometime down the line, I could make some money off of it, but right now there is no, I'm not making any money off of it. It's what I was about to say before you guys, go critical on me and confuse me of selling out, is that, like this live stream, it's got a chat stream going on it. A lot of times I'll ask questions. You guys will give me suggestions on that, and that gets lost. It gets lost as soon as the live stream is over. Those comments are gone. And what we're trying to do is make a video be a part of a thread that when people leave comments and suggestions, it's indexable. Like for right now, even my videos on YouTube, there's a lot of good discussion that happens in the comments, but that's not, you can't find it. If somebody, like, let's say DM or JC Smith Projects, or somebody said, I really think you should use a whatever, some kind of insulation, you should use 2-inch foam insulation. And nowhere in my video do I say anything about foam insulation in the title or the description. Then that never comes up. You're never going to see it. So the point about this forum is for anybody making stuff, and it won't be just my videos, anybody that is doing projects, even if you don't, you know, even if you don't make videos, you just take pictures of your projects, you can still create a build thread there. And the point is to get more people to post their projects in that kind of forum, because social media, Instagram, I mean, it's great if you're there, but it's everything there is instantaneous, and it's hard to follow someone along a build, you know. And this is more your traditional web forums, where you guys remember, you know, back in the day, the car forums, and people kind of gone away from that. And it's unfortunate, because, you know, these videos and things on YouTube and Instagram, they got a very short life, and once they're, you know, they've got their 100 likes or 1,000 likes or whatever, they're done. But anyway, I will show you guys this. I'm working on the intake filter, and I'd be curious to see what you guys have to say about it. The back wall of the paint booth is going to have the intake filters in it, and these are 20 by 20. And what I'm doing is I've got a lot of just scrap. You see this right here, in cuts, off cuts of angle iron and scrap metal. And then I'm taking these angle iron pieces, let me make sure I got it in the camera, and notching out an end and very bad connection. So anyway, that's why I was outside and why I was standing in the, you know, there's so much cloud cover and all that. Let me stay out here until we get hopefully another I don't know if you guys can still see me or not. I'm coming to look at the laptop. Yeah, JC Smith, that's exactly right. It's, you know, again, the point I was trying to make about it is that there's so much good content that goes, and discussions that happen in the comments section on videos, that they get lost, you know, because you, okay. It told me on the screen that I had a very bad connection when I was in the shop. So let me I'll go in there real quick and, well, I'll take you in. Hopefully we'll be able to maintain a good connection. Let me just open this door here, and it might. Anyway, I got these kind of filters here. They're 20 by 20. One side of them sticky. I'm guessing the sticky side goes to the outside. But this is part of the wall, the back wall, and there'll be 4 sections in it that have 3 filters each, so there'll be a total of 12 filters. And you know, these are the ones that just sort of push in, you know, and so I'm creating this framework using scraps. I know it's not going to look the best from inside the paint booth, but I'm not really going for looks on this. I'm just trying to use what I have. And you can see I got this pulled out. I got all these little end cuts and, you know, scrap pieces of flat stock that's just been left over from projects. So trying to recycle those, and here's a batch that I made up. You know, cut to length and then notched on the bandsaw. And then I'm going to punch using our little punch setup. I'll, you know, punch the holes in it. And I may make a little video and punch half of them and drill half of them and see which one that goes the fastest, because people often you know, want to know about that. You know, is the punch really working for you? Is it really, you know, that good or that fast or whatever? And so I'm just gonna, I think I've got 24 of those total, those brackets that I made, and I'm going to I'll make 12 of them on the punch and drill 12 of them. So that's what I'm about to get working on now. I got a little bit of a late start here this morning. Those of you that just joined, you know, I was showing around earlier, but we got some rain yesterday, but in general it's you know, just mostly drizzle, and we're far enough away from the activity that we're not really affected by it. So anyway, my son Matt, you know, we built the Mustang together. Those of you that have been following that long, he's going to be coming down here tonight or early in the morning, and we're going to be working on his manifold. He's going to help me do some stuff on the paint booth out there. So we'll probably make some videos and have some videos on that. But he's converting the Mustang from the factory twins on the 2JZ over to a single turbo, and he's got I can't remember what it is now. It's something that's got a big exhaust housing on it with a T5 flange, which is really not ideal, but you know, it's what he's doing and he's putting it together. So he came up with a good, you know, got a good deal on the turbo. And again, it may not be the perfect setup, but that's what he wants to do, and that's what we're working on. So he'll be down here later today. He's going to help me a little bit, and we're going to work on his manifold. But anyway, you guys got any questions or anything you want to talk about or see? Again, I'm not going to show you the paint booth because I've got those other videos series that's coming up on that. And again, I'm not selling out. I'm not making any money off of that. I'm just doing it to try to help build this community and create more of an indexable video search capability where the comments are indexable as well as the title. For you guys that don't make YouTube videos, basically there's 3 places that you put metadata or where videos can be found, and it's the description of the video, the title of the video, and the tag section of the video. So if there are words that end up being a part of the content that don't show up in there, then that will not show up in search results. The comments of the video and these live stream chat words, anything that's in there is not indexable. You can't find a video based on what somebody puts in a comment. But if you have your video linked and all of the comments and discussion happens on a web forum, that is indexable and shows up in Google searches. So that's the whole thought, is to test this out. I know it's going to be a hassle, but it's a whole community of people that do welding, machining, fabrication, woodworking. You know, it's not like, you know, machining communities or welding communities where they're very specific. This is basically anybody that's doing anything. If you're making something or working on a project, a car project, there's a projects forum that you can post your stuff. And it can be just pictures, it can be videos, it can be linked YouTube videos. And I would highly encourage anybody that has a YouTube channel, once I announce this, to go over and put your project there, because it's a great way to get additional exposure to your videos and also get other comments and perspective from people. So anyway, I'm posting these initial paint booth videos over there to just try to get some initial people to come over, see what it's about, and create an account, start to participate, and then put your own projects there. And there's going to be, we're trying to get some other, you know, higher profile creators to come join it as well. So we're working on that. But anyway, so that's that. Let me look at the yeah, so Wes Johnson asked about what happened to the old Barn Homestead channel. It's kind of hard for me to explain because it involves some personal stuff, but and it just became too much. At times it just, you know, I was making videos every day, and it also has something to do with this other website that I'm working to create content for, that you know, that we'll have coming soon. So should be probably next week. You'll again, I've already got a build thread started. My first paint booth video has been edited and uploaded, and it's there and ready. I'm just waiting for the administrators of the site to give the go-ahead for people to go create accounts. And so we're probably, you know, just a couple of days away from that. And then every few days I'll put another video up on the paint booth. It'll be more edited and a place for people to comment and chime in. So Anyway, I did have one question, and let me see if I can get all the way in here and this thing maintain its connection. It might break up, but I'm going to go in the living area and show you something that I had gotten in there. Hopefully it'll stay with me and keep a good signal, and sorry about the shaky cam. A lot of you guys have seen the living area. It's a little bit on the messy side in here, so just forgive that. But I just wanted to grab this real quick and we'll get back outside. Did you guys notice my toilet in the bathroom? I can leave the lid up all the time, anytime, you know? I mean, that's kind of nice, isn't it? You don't have anybody complaining about leaving the lid up. Hopefully you guys hung in there with me. I was just going to show you, I bought this off of Amazon, and this is a 30 amp 3-pole 3-phase switch, and it was like $7, and I bought this to control the fan for the paint booth fan. Has anybody seen one like this and worked with anything like it? It seems really cheap, and I guess that's what you get when you pay you know, $7 or $8 for something. But I was just curious if anybody's seen one. Will there be any issues with it? It's again, the motor for my fan is a 3-phase motor, and I needed some kind of a switch, and I could get an expensive disconnect switch like for $100 at the electrical supply store. Then I found these, and they've got a few different variations of it. But I'd be curious to know what you guys say. We had a little brownout when I went inside, but it looks like we got a good signal back now. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let me see what the comments are coming through as. For somebody that's got the 604 number there in the comments, I don't recognize your name, but no, I live in the shop here in the living area that you just saw, and I've got quite a few videos on the living area, things I've done in there, and just some of the construction of it. But the house that we lived in, that the Mustang was painted in, has been sold now, and I don't know if some of you guys know, I haven't really mentioned too much about it, but you know, part of me, you know, leaving corporate America and moving in here, I went through a divorce as part of that, and unfortunately still going through some difficulty around it, and that's part of what, you know, what some of my issues are. But I live here alone, and hey Craig, how's it going? I live in the shop alone, and like I said, Matt's coming down to help me. So anyway, I'd just be curious what you guys think about this little switch. It seems kind of chintzy, you know, for but I was just trying to save some money, not spend $100, you know, because every few bucks I spend, I've mentioned it in some other videos, I've used up pretty much all the capital I had to build the shop. And I got most of what I needed in it. I really would like to have a CNC mill and lathe, but unfortunately that's not in the cards now. I've just got to get the paint booth finished and make some money, and then, you know, use some of the money I make to do that down the road, hopefully, if I make enough. But anyway, so we've been going 24 minutes on this live stream. Just thought I'd give you guys a live stream update. I'm gonna get to work on the paint booth and making videos and stuff. Got a full day of stuff to do today here on Sunday. So you guys got any other further questions for me before I disconnect here? I saw somebody that said they had a high and a low on their paint booth, and the paint booth that I rented in town didn't have that. It just had an on and off, more of an industrial looking switch. So all right, I see JC Smith leaving some comments. Sorry about the pausing. If you're watching this on the replay, you're just you know, when you see me pause, I'm looking at the comments coming up on my phone. So but anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. It's been 25 minutes. I appreciate you hanging in there and watching, and I'll have some videos coming out tomorrow. So I got to get to work now, so I'll see you guys.